Hello everyone, this is FlatLine, and today I'm going to be doing a PvP build. It's going to be on Heart of the Swarm. This is going to be my first build I've ever created from Heart of the Swarm exclusively. So if you're having trouble with PvP, as many have been pretty sure, because this is probably the worst matchup going into the beta for me. I just couldn't understand it. There were so many the texts were a lot more whatchamacallit, advantageous. If you got it, it's like way more advantageous than it was in Wings of Liberty. For instance, if you were facing in Wings of Liberty, you were doing PvP and you went to Robo, the other guy went Stargate, and you scouted with the quick observer, you are not in that much trouble. You could transition into some stalkers, hold your ground while you expand, and go from there. The game goes on. You can still be okay. In Heart of the Swarm though, it's completely different. If you went for robotics, the guy went for Stargate, you are in a lot of trouble, in my opinion. You can't really defend with the oracles being very strong with their harassment. You can use the Mothership Core for the photon overcharge if you want. The Phoenix's the range itself is actually substantial, even though it's just only added to 1, but it's actually pretty significant. If you ever played Heart of the Swarm, you'll feel the difference and stuff like that. But nevertheless, what we're gonna go for is a PvP build that I've been working on, and it's still being in the works because I haven't faced every single PvP build yet to see how it actually bears off. So what you want to do is you want to go for the 9 pylon, 13 gateway. Still going to be using your chronoboost on probes. After the gateway, you want to get your assimilator, and then a pylon. You see, I'm not really typing out the foods from this assimilator from here on out because it could differentiate. It doesn't matter. You should have decent macro to know when to place down the pylon and all that kind of jazz. Then you want to throw down your Cybernetics core whenever you can. And after the cyber, whoever throws the cyber, you send that probe to scout, and have one of your probes back at your minerals to make that assimilator as soon as possible. You want to get this assimilator ASAP. And then you should be able to get this gateway around 20 to 21 supply, your second gateway. You want to go inside their base. Okay, I see 2 gases. Right, and he has a pretty good number of chronoboost, and he's been chronoboosting the cybernetics. Meanwhile, back at my base, you want to make a sentry. You want to chronoboost that sentry out. Your first 4 chronoboosts should be on your Nexus. From there on, the 5th one should be on your sentry, and then the next one should be on the Mothership Core. In fact, I just accidentally forgot to do it. The reason why you want to chrono boost this sentry is going to be for what you're going to do with it later on. You obviously want to chrono boost out the Mothership Core so you can start up that energy. You want to have a pretty substantial amount of energy. He's still chrono boosting on the work he's adding on, still making those stalkers. So this is pretty much one of the most common openers in PvP right now. Is that stalker pressure. You kind of go with like 5 stalkers, and you push up here, and you do some pretty good damage. You can kind of tell what the opponent is doing. You can see I'm still expanding. You want to make a sentry and a zealot, and then another round of sentry and a zealot from this. You should be able to get a phoenix right when your second sentry pops out, by the way. Should be able to afford a phoenix with that first sentry, and that's what you want to do. You want to hallucinate that phoenix. I'd actually wanted to change this up. I think it's better to get the oracle. The downside to the oracle is a little bit slower than the phoenix, so you're not going to be able to get inside his base as soon as possible. Get the force field on the ramp a little bit too late there, so I'm going to end up losing that Mothership Core, which is actually pretty bad here. You don't really want to lose that if possible, but I'm able to defend this relatively easy there. I'm gonna have to remake that Mothership Core, but now I've scouted. Okay, he has 3 gateways. He has a Stargate. Now I know what's going on. It's not an expand build. I didn't see an expansion coming out from him. I saw a lot of production coming out from one base, so I need to prepare for the all-in. I saw the Stargate. When I see Stargate in this reaction, I go for extra gateways. I don't go for Twilight, I don't go for Robo, I don't go for Stargate. I go for extra gateways. I need to have a lot of units. Specifically, I don't know if he's going to do some kind of Oracle harass. Is it going to be a Void Ray straight up? Is it going to be Phoenixes? So what I do is I chronoboost out, I warp in 2 Stalkers back inside my natural, my main, deal this off. I have my Mothership Core and my units in the front. Now see, I did lose that Mothership Core in the beginning of the game. Had I kept that, it would have had enough for Photon Overcharge. In fact, it would have had enough for 2 of them. And you would be able to defend this natural relatively easy. And this is one of the best things about Protoss, is this unit, this Mothership Core. It's probably the best unit coming into the heart of this one, in my opinion. Especially for Protoss, it's like the ultimate defense. You can do so much with it. It's awesome. It's a little bit weak. It's a little bit slow. That's the only downside. But this photon overcharge, this time warp, the mass recall, everything is looking fantastic for me. See, I used that photon overcharge with these force fields, able to kill off a lot of these stalkers. Look at that. Look at the split. 64 to 44 in favor of me. I'm still scouting. I was able to scout. Okay, he doesn't have another base. He's still going off of these, this all-in here. I'm still keeping these these 2 stalkers in the back, because I already confirmed that, hey, you know what? I could hold the front. I could hold the front relatively easy. So, I'm just gonna keep it back there. I don't really need the 2 stalkers. It's all about judgment call from here, and you might need to have those 2 stalkers. If you do need to have those 2 stalkers, position your 2 stalkers in somewhere a little bit closer where they could get towards this base a lot quicker. Maybe had I opened up a little slot here so they could go in and out from the main straight over here towards this ramp, it would be a little bit better for me. But as you can see, I'm not making any probes at the moment. I have 16. That's the perfect saturation in the mineral lines, or the most efficient saturation at the minerals for my natural. You see he's trying to target fire, but it's not going to work nevertheless. He's trying to go inside my main. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. But he ends up losing everything here. It's 40 to 86. So it's a pretty easy win from here on. So this is probably my favorite build in PvP. I've been working on it, and yet I have not lost. There's another game where this guy goes for the same thing a little bit with Phoenixes. I did mess up a little bit. I didn't chronoboost my Sentry, so I didn't want to really post that replay, even though it just showcased how good this build is, because that guy executed a lot better than this player, I believe, when it comes to all-inning. But yeah, so what you want to do is, the theory behind this is, in PvP, you need to know what tech they're going for to get you the upper hand. This is a very rock, paper, scissory matchup. No matter what everyone says, right now it's rock, paper, scissors, and it's a lot harsher than it was in Wings of Liberty when it comes to build order counters. So the way you beat that is you need to know which one. Are they doing rock? Are they doing paper? Are they doing scissors? For instance, get that hallucinated phoenix in there quickly. Should be able to get inside their base around 6 minutes. This is Daybreak. This is probably one of the longest maps, so you should be able to get inside his base around 6 minutes. Let me see if I get to 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes right here. You can see, bam. Alright, so a little bit, I could have got this a little bit earlier probably, but yeah, it's around 6 minutes nevertheless, give or take, not to be too strict. Look at this, I'm able to scout what he's doing. I don't see the expansion. You see how I'm exactly looking for that? Don't see that expansion whatsoever. So I know what he's doing. This is a little hiccup. You don't want him to go up this ramp. So if you're wondering, how do you defend these 5 stalkers? I only have a Zealot and 2 sentries, and another sentry and another Zealot on the way. You basically just force field this ramp completely, and then you should be fine from there. I used my time warp, which is 75 energy, which is a lot. and I still have 20 left. So when you finish this, and they go for a Sentry container, fine. Just put a photon overcharge on that Nexus and voila, he's done. He can't really harass you from there. So that's all nice and neat. You can see I added my gateways quickly to deal with that. If you're wondering about other build orders, like how to counter them, I'm not going to go through the whole list because there's just so many builds, so many techs, and PvP. It's just going to take up too much time in my opinion. If you do want to know, you can try to watch my stream and hopefully they do one of those tech builds and you can see how I counter it in PvP. I do the coaching as well. You can check that out as well. Anyways guys, this is going to be the end of it, and I do hope you like this, and I hope that if you're struggling PvP this actually helps you out tremendously, because this is one of my favorite builds going into PvP in Heart of the Swarm. This is actually a build that I have that I've practiced extensively on. There's PvZ as well I'm working on. PvT looks the same as Wings of Liberty. I'm going off the rant right here. So I'm just gonna end it right now. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can check out some more awesome Protoss content right there. You can check out my Heart of the Swarm journey as well. I did create that playlist, so you can check that out. I've been absent for quite a bit some time. I just had some issues, some health issues, and that I need to patch up a little bit, you know, recover a little bit, and then now I'm feeling a little bit better. So expect me to stream a lot more often. And anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.